This is Saturday Morning Mysteries.
And we're your hosts, Alexis and Grace.
Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Saturday Morning Mysteries, where we're your hosts. I'm Grace.
And I'm Alexis.
And we're feeling holly, we're feeling jolly. Those jingle bells, they're ringing. We are continuing our winter holiday Christmas arc. And we're doing any episode we want of any show, as long as it has to. I don't know, there's some snow in the background.
Yeah.
There's an actual holiday being celebrated.
There's ice somewhere.
Ice. There's a scarf and a puffy coat. Perhaps.
Sure.
Anything. Anything will do.
You name it. A snowman, an abominable snowman.
Abominable snowman. Yeah, it's a lot easier to find these episodes than it was our November Thanksgiving arc. So, you know, we don't even have to be that creative.
A lot of cartoons do not celebrate Thanksgiving or like expressly fall things. A lot of cartoons have winter episodes. Yes. Or Christmas.
Every cartoon,
for that matter.
Yes. And today, Alexis will be telling us your first Christmas one, right? Yeah,
my first
winter one. She's got her holly jolly dinosaur Christmas sweater on. I just have a green sweatshirt on. If you guys are watching on YouTube, it still counts. It's green and white. It counts.
Exactly. I did think it was Christmas themed at first. I was going to ask you to look it up. I forgot.
My dog themed.
Oh, well, yeah, the greatest gift of all.
So true.
Yeah, so that is. And it like gives Christmas vibes.
Yes.
Because it looks like almost like they're knitted on or they're, exactly.
They are braided on.
That's a Christmas sweater.
Counts.
Exactly. Not that anyone was asking, but it is.
But we're telling.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So for my first holiday winter episode, we're going to have a fun little surprise in here for you, Grace, because I'm just going to say the name of the episode first, and I'll tell you what show it's from. It is season 1 of episode 8 of a show. The episode is called Snow Place Like Home.
Okay, that could be any show.
It's not a show
episodes like this.
It's not a show we've covered before, but it's something we've definitely talked about before. It is from the show A Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
One of my favorite Scooby iterations.
I know, same. Legit, same. It's so good. Okay.
This is a surprise just for me. I have my puppy shirt on.
Exactly. It's perfect. It's perfect. This was meant to be. It was meant to be.
Oh my God, this is a Christmas sweatshirt. This is a Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Oh my God, I cannot wait.
We obviously have never covered A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, like as an arc on this show before. It's come up in conversation, obviously, because we talk about Scooby-Doo just about every single day on this podcast. And yes, it is the 8th incarnation of the Hanna-Barbera Scooby-Doo franchise, wherein it depicts younger versions of the characters of Mystery Inc., including, of course, Scooby-Doo, as they solve mysteries, much like they do in the original television series and in like the Scooby-Doo show and everything else that came out before the show came out. And it's funny that you say that this was like one of your favorite like iterations of it. It's mine too, but in hindsight, it came out actually before we were even born.
Really?
Yeah, which is crazy because I always kind of thought of it as like us growing up with it, but I guess we grew up with the reruns of it or with, like them just replaying
I also thought it was like new in the 90s.
Yeah. So it did run for 4 seasons from September of 1988 to 1992. So we were like right on the cusp. It's not like it came out way before we were born.
Interesting.
But yeah, I'm always like,
like
I always felt like it was brand new when we were watching it in like the late 90s or something. Yeah.
Funny.
So it's actually a bit older than I kind of always think about because that's only, I guess it's 20 years after the original series came out and like 10 years after the Scooby-Doo show came out. So they were just every decade they had something. They were churning something out.
And they're not stopping anytime soon.
Nope, they are not. Thankfully.
Yes.
So this actually happens to also be the final television series where Don Messick voiced Scooby-Doo before he passed away in 1997. So all the way up until 1997, Scooby-Doo had been voiced by the same character.
Yeah.
And it's the first time that Freddy is voiced by someone other than Frank Welker, who to this
Oh,
day basically
yeah.
continues to
He
voice
just couldn't do
Freddy.
a kid Freddy
Yeah,
voice.
yeah, he could. And he was like, my normal voice is just, it's his
He's
normal voice.
just
It's like,
Fred.
Frank,
Yeah.
you sound like a 30-year-old man. We just can't, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Like you
It's just
can't young
not
it
working.
down.
But the same guy who voiced Shaggy from the original series voices him here. His voice doesn't
Nice.
sound that much different. It's like a little higher pitch, but I mean, like,
That's
if
pretty
he could
funny.
make it work, then I feel like
What are you
Frank
doing,
could make
Frank?
it work too. But I don't know. But Frank Welker does voice other like random background characters and
Good.
stuff
Good.
throughout the show. So
He's
he's
still
still
here.
there. He's just not Freddy. Yeah. And the one of the last things we'll say about this show, which again, wish we could have like covered
Is it
it
the
in the
theme song?
past. Before, it's the theme song
I
and just the music
knew
in
it.
general, just in general, because boy, oh boy, this would have been a competitor in our theme
We're
music
we're gonna have to do it
tournament.
again at some
We will.
point.
We'll do a round two. So,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe once we get a few more shows under
Yeah,
our
yeah.
belt
It's
to
gonna be
like
every
add
other
into the
year.
mix. But oh boy, this whole soundtrack for Scooby-Doo, A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, killing it. So the series, it features songs in the style mostly of like 40s and 50s rock and roll.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like
It's kind of
that,
like
like
sock hoppy
yes,
sometimes.
very
Yeah.
yes, sock hoppy, or like you think of like going to a soda parlor or something, and
Yeah.
it's
They're
like
doing the twist for sure.
basically, oh, like actually literally, because so they play this music in every episode during the chase scene, because of course every episode has the famous
Iconic.
chase scene, the monster running through doors, chasing after them through this haunted house.
Uh-huh.
But unlike previous versions of the show, the characters, they're aware that this music is playing. So like in the middle of the chase, they'll constantly like stop and like dance for the
I
camera. Like,
forgot
yeah,
about that.
sock hopping and doing the twist and shit. So like literally just like
Oh,
you said.
good.
And the monster is too, as well. Like the monster's
We're like, wait a
dancing with
second.
like, hey,
Hold
this
on
music is
now. Hey, I know
great.
I'm trying to murder, but that doesn't mean I can't dance.
Yeah, I can't like get a little vibe going here for a second
Yeah.
too while I chase you kids to your death. But in particular, the title music or like the intro theme music is
Uh-huh.
just about as incredible as you could imagine. Honestly, anyone who, if you're like watching this on YouTube right now, this episode, hit pause on this episode. I'm serious and
Hmm.
go pull up a video
It's so
of this
good.
theme song because it's so worth it. It's so fun. It is literally like that sock hop, that rock, 50s rock type of thing.
Uh-huh.
But it almost has like Little Richie vibes in it too, though, or Little Richard vibes in
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah.
He doesn't sing it, I don't think, but I looked up who composed it and who wrote
Oh.
it. So
Uh-huh.
the writer was just the series creator, Tom Ruger. So good for
Uh-huh.
him though, because the lyrics are great. They're fun. But the composer is a guy named John Debney, who,
Okay.
humble king here, would go on to compose music for. Are you ready for this list, Grace?
I am not ready, but I want to hear it.
You're not ready. Out of the gate, it's crazy. He composed the music for The Passion of the Christ.
Pup Named Scooby-Doo is my Passion of the Christ.
The theme song for A Pup Named Scooby-Doo walked so that the score for The Passion of the Christ could fly to get that Oscar nomination. I'm pretty sure he won an Oscar for that
I think
too,
that
maybe.
whole
He
movie
definitely
won
was
like
nominated.
1,000 authors
Yeah.
or
But wait,
Oscars.
there's more. It didn't just end at The Passion of the Christ. He also composed Bruce Almighty.
A lot of spiritual, a lot of God,
Adding to our
God
Christmas theme
themes.
today. In today's episode. Oh, and actually,
Exactly.
yeah, also Elf, by the way. So there's
Really?
another thing. Yeah, he composed
He's
Elf.
only done things I can tie to Christmas.
There's a lot more too. I'm skipping over some here because I realized that was a Christmas one too.
That's
But he
so
also
funny.
did I Know What You Did Last Summer, so he's in the horror genre.
He's got range.
Sin City, so again, also kind of like
Oh,
scary comic book
comic-y.
themed. Yeah, Chicken Little, Spy Kids. I think
Spy Kids?
I think he's good friends with Robert Rodriguez is what's going on here because he also did Sin
Yeah.
City. But wait, there's more. The Princess Diaries. And Predators, which is great. It's like the fifth Predator movie, I think. I actually just rewatched
Princess
it like a
Diaries.
couple of days ago, not even knowing that
This
this guy
man.
did it. And
God,
that
what was
the
his name
score,
again? Sorry.
John Debney. And
Okay.
this is just like the tip of the iceberg. There were so many other
This
good
is just
things
like
on
our
his.
faves.
Exactly. And also just the range there. Like you said, from Princess Diaries to Predators. This man can compose it all. Chicken Little, Spy Kids. Are you kidding me? What's going on
Passion of the
here?
Christ.
Passion of the Christ, and most importantly of all, a pup named Scooby-Doo, which
Most
to this day is one of my
important
favorite theme songs of any cartoon ever.
We gotta
So
find out, is this man still alive? Like, I
I think
don't
he
know
is.
his name. Like, I know like other movie composers
Yeah, yeah.
that I'm like, someone connect us to this man. We gotta
Yeah,
hear. We gotta talk to
truly.
him.
I would love to interview this guy. I would love to talk to him. I'm almost positive he is still alive. He's not super old. And again, like he's done so many other movies. Like I wish I had left his Wikipedia page up so I could read it off to you, but there's a lot more on there that you've definitely heard of. What
Yeah.
he often does too is like some other big composer will do maybe like the big score for the movie, and then he'll do like the like some other parts. So like he won't be the
Yeah.
lead composer, but he will be
Yeah.
listed as a composer. But a lot of this stuff,
Still
like he
fucking
is
counts.
listed as the composer. Like I had to double check on the Princess Diaries one because I pride myself on my knowledge of the Princess Diaries, and I was like, no, he did not do that movie. And I looked it up, and I was like, oh my God, yes, he is the composer for that
Damn,
movie. Which also,
God.
by the way, did you know Whitney Houston produced that movie? So this guy composed a movie produced by Whitney
I'm
Houston.
sorry, what?
Yeah, I told you. I pride
produced
myself
the
on my
Princess
knowledge
Diaries?
of the Princess Diaries. Yes.
This movie just gets more perfect every time I talk
Every
about it and
day.
watch it.
Every day.
It's a
Yep,
perfect
yep.
film.
So anyway, and our humble king John Debney was right there, part of the
He was
part of the
sitting
process.
there talking to Julie Andrews.
Talking to Whitney, probably like, hey, just thinking of a little this or that for the score here. But
They were like, who can we get? Who can we get to, like, do you think his, like, audition reel is A Pup Named Scooby-Doo and then, like, the crucifixion song from Passion of the Christ? And he says, what do you want on these two
and, like,
extremes? I can
the
find
theme
it.
of I Know What You Did Last Summer, just like the creepy like synthesizers.
And then, like, a bop from Princess Diaries.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he would be really crazy to not have a pup named Scooby-Doo theme somewhere in that, like, sizzle
I feel like
reel of all of
if
his.
if he's pitching to, like, a director or producer, someone who's like a boomer, no.
Yeah.
But the millennial director's up and coming. Oh,
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo's at the top of that list.
It's got to be in there.
Yeah.
It's got to be because, I mean, one, we'll all recognize it immediately.
Exactly.
And two, because I don't even know, even the boomers might listen to it like, oh, I mean, the lyrics are whatever, but the music, I like the music. Like, you don't trust me.
Yeah,
so,
they can appreciate
yes,
the
okay.
music.
He is still alive. He's 69 years old. I just had to look real quick.
Okay, great.
So he's still kicking. Yeah,
Good,
he's done
thank
comedy, horror, sci-fi, thriller, fantasy, action, adventure, literally everything. Film, TV, video games, a conductor and composer. John Debney, we want to talk to you. Call. You
We're
are
available.
the GOAT. You're the GOAT. So, anyways, yeah, add that to the list with like John Williams and Hans
exactly.
Zimmer.
That's why
Like,
I
might
was
as
like-
well, right? Like, he's
Yeah.
up there.
That's why
Yeah,
I
at
was
least
like, I
like in
know all
terms
these
of
other
sheer
ones.
volume. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, if that doesn't get you excited enough to watch and listen to this episode of A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, I don't know what will.
I'll tell you.
And on that note, our winter episode begins with our young version of Mystery Inc. traveling by bus on their way to a ski trip. And they're very eager to be among these snow-covered mountains and to be out in the, seeing the fresh powder on the hills and ready for this nice weekend. They're always just traveling by themselves. Still, it's literally just like the original shows, even though they're like older teenagers or young
I was
adults
assuming
in
they
the
were on
original
like a
shows.
school bus.
I mean, it kind of is a school bus, but they're not with other students or like a chaperone. Like the bus
on, like, the
literally
ski
just
bus
drops
getting
them
up
off.
there.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, like they have
It was
no
the
parental
80s.
supervision. Hey,
1988.
satanic panic about to come in, and these kids will never be able to hang out without their parents again, though.
Nope, they got another 10 years of freedom
Enjoy it.
before it gets locked down.
Enjoy it while it lasts, kids. So, yes, they get to the ski lodge and they're very excited. But at the same token, they're kind of regretting their decision to let Freddie coordinate the accommodations for this weekend.
Okay.
Always let Daphne handle these things. Always.
She'll
always.
get her. She owns a chateau on the other side of the mountain.
Right. They wouldn't have taken a bus there. They would have like helicoptered there.
Yeah,
So
they're like
yeah.
the skeleton, like heliskied into it.
Exactly. You see him like jump off the helicopter. Yeah.
Cool as
So
hell.
they do get to their ski lodge, and such as their home for the next few days, and it is called Snowy Mountain Chalet. But before they actually see the lodge, they're first greeted by a very large gated entry with this like thick brick wall. So they have to get through this nice elaborate gate. And once they do get through the gate, they see on top of this hill, of course, a dark, decrepit, haunted looking lodge. Like somehow on this beautiful winter day, there's still like thunder and like clouds hanging over it
Some
and everything and like
bats.
lightning. Yes. And
Pretty
so, who are the owners of this lodge, you might ask? It's actually a hauntingly delightful couple
hauntingly
named
interesting.
Hauntingly Delightful, named the Morgansons. And at first, we see them and we're pretty creeped out because their skin is like pale green. They have dark hair.
Or what?
They have these weird kind of accents that they're speaking in. Like they seem like a friendly, well, the Addams family is like generally friendly. They're like a preppy
Yeah.
version of the Addams family,
Okay,
if
okay,
you
okay.
will, where
Okay.
like Mrs. Morganson is wearing jeans and a nice like pink sweater.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Morganson just has on like a black long sleeve shirt and like gray pants, but like their hair is well combed. They're very nice looking. The only thing is their skin is green.
Great.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
But-
and they speak kind of weird.
But and they live in this terrifying house. But you know, who's to
Also
say?
that, but whatever. Other than that though, like, hey, it's in the eye of the beholder here, and also don't judge
Yeah.
a book by its cover. Okay,
Exactly. We
like,
don't
once
know
we
why
get
their
to know
skin's green.
them. Exactly. It could be all sorts of things. It could be there
Yeah.
could be a lot of problems. Maybe it's the water. This could
It's
be
the water.
an issue with the city.
Yeah, this could be a
What's going
sewage
on?
issue.
So with their
Yeah.
they have lead pipes. Something going
There
on.
could be some radioactive waste buried on this
Yeah.
mountain somewhere. We don't know.
Oh, put a pin in that.
Balance
Not
off
waste,
bats,
but
part two.
these are the
Reactive
survivors.
activity.
So, yes, the Morgansons, although creepy on the outside, are very, very kind and gracious to the children. They're
Okay.
super excited to see them when they arrive. Like, oh, you must be the Jones party. We're so excited to have you here
Now,
this
where are your
weekend.
parents?
Yeah,
No,
they
didn't
do not
come? Okay.
care.
They got paid.
Exactly. They're like, hey, pay it up front. You guys do whatever you want.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll run
take
a
care of
daycare.
you. And this home, it is, like I said, creepy on the outside, albeit, but it happens to also be creepy on the inside, but well kept.
Okay, that's a hard combo. Creepy but well kept.
So
Okay.
let me explain. We've got candelabras everywhere with like half burned down candles and dripping
Okay.
wax. We've got a pet spider somewhere in the room that Velma is like looking at, like, okay, interesting.
Okay.
There is a bit of accumulated dust if you rub your finger
Now,
on
well
any
kept,
surface,
Alexis.
but otherwise it's clean. There's not just like dust balls floating around on the
Okay.
floor. There
Okay.
isn't like trash
Torn
everywhere.
wallpaper.
Exactly. No torn wallpaper,
Okay.
but the vibes are super gothic. So
Okay, they just have an aesthetic.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
They just got like old classy furniture. It's a little dusty. And I wouldn't even say it's very dusty. It's just like they didn't dust in the past couple of weeks, maybe,
Okay.
Daphne is
Interesting.
really harking on the dust here and she's particular. Okay. So like, her standards might
She's
be a little
finding
high.
all of the things that she hates about this to like
Exactly.
make sure Fred never books again.
Basically,
Like to
this
make
is
sure
just her
she's
way.
in charge.
Yeah, yeah. So the Morgansons, like I said, they treat the kids with all sorts of kindness. They warmly welcome them into the lodge for the weekend, most importantly, by giving them an elaborate dinner buffet. And this buffet
Okay.
has everything that a kid could want, especially a kid like Shaggy. They've got tacos, spaghetti, pizza. I feel like we see chicken in there, just any
Wow,
single thing you could
okay.
think of. So while the kids are a little unsettled at first, they see this massive spread and they see that the Morgansons are actually very nice people. And so they're like, all right, cool, let's get settled in.
Yeah.
I guess we're staying in this dinghy for the next few days.
Shaggy's
I
like,
guess.
sorry, it's dusty, but all you can eat?
Yeah,
Fred's
exactly.
only ever booking our trips now. So,
Fred's like, it was cheap. Daphne's parents wouldn't pay for it. And Daphne's like, it's dusty, but at least they're nice. And Velma's just like, I
yeah.
like this pet spider. Like, there's a little something for
Belma's just
everyone.
vibing with a spider.
Yeah.
Cool. Good for her.
Yeah. Everybody's got their little thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the kids get settled in and they start to eat. But right when they get started, the Morgansons get a surprise visit. And this is from a man named Mr. Peterson. And this
Okay.
guy, he's in like a navy striped suit, like pinstripe suit,
Okay.
very polished white boots on. He definitely looks like he's got some Botox and he's like smiling super big. His hair is like
Oh,
very well combed and
flicked
kind of like
back.
gelled and everything.
Yep. Yep.
He's a business guy, clearly.
Okay.
So Mr. Peterson, he knocks on the door and they let him in and they chat for a second. And he walks into the dining room, obviously just like barges his way in, I guess, because he sees that there's guests at this lodge, which
Mm.
is a bit of a rarity, if you will.
I
And
wonder
so
why. Okay.
Peterson, he introduces himself and he tells everyone that he's been trying to purchase the Morgansons' land for a while now and pursue.
Alexis, as soon as you described this man, I was like, is there going to be a deed? Is there a deed in this episode? As soon as you started
Kind
describing
of.
him,
It's
I was like, is this the lawyer?
somewhat.
Is this a will? Is this a deed? What? There's some documentation, legal
You
documentation someone's
know.
interested in.
You know the episodes I gravitate towards, yes, but not quite a deed, but there's a property dispute or there's some sought after property here
Okay.
because Mr. Peterson, he is trying to develop the colossal, incredible, and massive Snowy Mountain Mall, which
Mall?
obviously a mall, a shopping mall.
Okay.
Actually, more than a shopping mall, not just a
Sorry.
shopping mall.
So sorry.
It's got 99 theaters, 60
Theaters.
restaurants. Yeah, right? Which that's crazy. Let me go
Maybe
through
he
these
means
stats
screens.
first.
Yeah.
99 theaters, 60 restaurants, 19 shoe stores, and a three-story beauty boutique and nail salon.
Wow.
Now, I don't know what the thing with mall, like obviously we know what malls are and we know how popular they were back in like
Yeah.
the early 90s, late 80s and everything. That was their heyday. We were very active in that culture
Yeah.
ourselves. But I remember also covering an episode of the Magic School Bus earlier this year where there
Yes.
was like
Also
a
about a mall.
proposed mall coming in and it had like similar shit like this, like 20 theaters, 50 restaurants. What is the deal with all these theaters being in malls? And I can think of like two theaters being in a mall at most in a mall in Cincinnati at one point.
And that's like the biggest one ever. Like there's
Exactly.
only one.
Like
Maybe it
99
was.
theaters. I know it's supposed to be over the top, but like 99 theaters, bro.
I wonder if
What?
it's like because this was like, I mean, I think of now, I'm like, there's like three movie theater like brands that exist, like
Yeah,
conglomerates that exist. And so
definitely
this was
pre-Monopoly era.
exactly, this was pre-movie theater monopoly. So like all of the local theaters that were still running, they were like, yeah, we'll be in the mall. Well,
Yeah, yeah,
I'll open a second location in the mall. Yeah, the mall. That's the hot
exactly.
spot. That's where all the
We'll have
kids go. That's where all
5
the movies
locations in the
go.
mall.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't know. That's such a good question. Yeah. When I
Yeah.
go to, there's only one, if there is even one at a mall, there's
In
only
a
one.
mall, right. I think it was Cincinnati Mills, which is like closing down now.
Right.
But
Probably because they had too many
it was
theaters.
exactly. It was Forest Fair at the time where they had 2 theaters. One of them was like the Danbury Dollar Theater. And I
Oh,
forget, I
uh-huh.
think the other one was maybe like an AMC or something. So like, okay,
Yeah.
I kind of get it in that case. Like you have your big brand AMC one, and then you
Yeah.
have like a low budget, like dollar theater that has like older movies in it.
Yeah.
But still, even that,
And I,
but that was like two theaters in
yeah.
one mall. That's crazy. It was awesome, but crazy. 99.
99. There's not that many people in this
It's like a
town to go
mega
fill those
city.
seats.
It sounds like it's like a city in a mall. It's like a county in a mall,
Yeah.
basically.
It
Like,
also makes me think of, because like it's also just such like a cartoon trope of like the development is a mall, period. And like
yes,
that's the evil
especially for
development.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah. And it does make me be like, oh yeah, I bet there were so many issues with building malls because they're just sprawling cities that have
Hmm.
to be demolished. Anything like I bet there were so many like NEPA issues, like
Hmm. NEPA
buying
is that
out
like environmental
the National
protection?
Environmental Protection Act. So like
Gotcha. Okay.
regulatory issues or like Yeah, just like buying out like local ma and pa.
Yeah.
B&B is like this creepy haunted one.
Exactly, all the time. And also redirecting resources, like you got to
Yeah.
get like pipes and electricity and all that
Yeah.
stuff running through it. So yeah, it's a mess. And
Yeah.
now the issue is tearing malls down and
Right. Now it's like,
redeveloping
what the
on the
fuck do we
land.
do with
So
this
it's
now?
gosh, and don't even get me
What a
started on
time.
big box stores. Good Lord.
Yep.
So
Only fill them with Spirit Halloweens.
literally,
Every
that's
empty
it. That's
mall
all
only
that's
becomes
allowed.
Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, only temporary workers for a seasonal gig.
Yeah.
That's it. And then
And
closed
then
for the rest of
back
the
to
year.
creepy liminal space after
Yeah.
that. Abandoned buildings.
So, yes, obviously this news of a mall wins over Daphne. She's like leaning
Of
into Mr.
course.
Peterson, like, "Oh my God, this is beautiful." He's like showing them the schematics and has this model. He's got this whole sales pitch with them, right? Which
Not
is also
surprised.
probably part of the whole like exaggerating of the numbers of like theaters
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
in it, because these guys are salesmen. Like, yeah, I don't have 100 theaters.
Yeah.
You guys will come, right?
Sure
You
can. Yeah,
guys want to
right?
invest,
Right?
right? Right? If we
Daphne's
have a
writing a
hundred,
check.
yeah, like right now, this is from my daddy. Here you go.
Yeah.
So Daphne asks Peterson when this mall will open, but the Morgansons immediately shut it down, telling Peterson that he won't be building a mall here because they will never sell their property.
hmm
Peterson, who clearly is a man who always gets what he wants, does not take this very well. So he tells the Morgansons, like, listen, I kind of take it as a threat, but basically he tells them like they'll be sorry for turning him away as he stomps
Yeah.
away from their lodge. Like
That's very
threatening
threat
vibes.
coded.
Exactly. But before he walks out the door, he turns back around and tells the Morgansons that once everyone finds out about the ice demon, you won't be able to give this place away. And then he slams the door shut, concluding that dramatic sales pitch. So,
Okay.
the ice demon, huh?
Yeah. Huh?
The kids ask the Morgansons about this ice
Exact
demon, like,
question.
excuse me?
I'm gonna be skiing around what? What now?
The who? The what?
The whom's?
The
Where
where?
and why?
Yeah. They assure the kids that this ice demon is just that. It's an old tale around the town. It's just a story. Mr. Peterson's using it for his sales pitch. He's just trying to he's trying to push us out of here and scare people away from coming. So just ignore him. Big bad corporatist guy. Ignore him.
Yeah,
He's mean.
ignore
We
him.
don't like him. The kids, they're like, okay, they buy this for a bit. Again, they trust the Morgansons here,
Huh.
but their trust is quickly shattered later that night when the children, they're getting settled into bed. They find the ice demon not only lurking outside of this lodge, but inside as well.
Okay.
And I just want to
In the
say
house.
where they find him in the house is very concerning. Like as they're all like turning off their lights, going to bed, saying goodnight to each other.
Huh.
Shaggy and Scooby are sharing a room and they say goodnight to each other. And then when they're in bed, they turn the light back on and the ice demon is in bed with them.
No!
He's like in their bed.
No! Hey, Steven, no!
Ice demon, no.
Get out of there!
Yikes, no, get out.
Yikes!
Get out of there. What are you
Arrest this
doing?
demon!
Yeah, for many reasons. Yeah, so not great, but anyway, that's where he was hiding,
That's where
inside of the house. And so yes, the kids all get up. They then run away from him, obviously. And Shaggy and Scooby tell Daphne, Velma, Freddy that they're being chased by the ice demon.
And
so they
sorry,
all then.
what does the ice demon look like?
Thank you. Yes. So okay, that's why I can describe him.
Oh no.
Have you? It is actually kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. But did you ever see the cyber chase, Scooby-Doo and the cyber chase?
Yes, yes.
So he literally looks like that monster, the cyber chase monster, but made of ice instead of like electrical bolts. Like it's just like jagged icicles.
Yeah, kind of
and like very tall
sticking
and
out,
lanky.
linky.
Yeah, like ice sticking out the back of his head. And
that's so funny. Yeah, it's just the exact same
it's
thing. but they're
literally
like,
that. Yeah.
ice.
I was like, where have I seen this monster before? Oh yeah. Oh no, but that wasn't ice. They just like changed changed the edges a little bit.
Yeah.
Made them
put
like
a couple more
staticky.
sparks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sparks and static instead of like ice and snow coming off of him.
Perfect.
So yes, they are being chased around by this demon who, again, actually pretty scary looking, around the lodge. And of course, a great song is playing.
Yes.
It's like I'm whistling it in my head now. You're gonna love it. I won't whistle it here for copyright reasons, and also just because whatever, go enjoy it, watch the episode. Yes. And after they run around this lodge and kind of like trick this ice demon a few times, they are able to push him onto a dining cart and then send him down a laundry chute to like get him away from them for a minute.
Okay.
I don't know where this laundry chute goes, but we don't see the ice demon for a while.
Not where they are. So,
hey, not where, so who cares?
Not my problem now.
And the kids are obviously furious that the Morgansons lied to them about this ice demon because they're like, look,
not being real.
It would be one thing if we were out skiing and we saw it like over the hills or over the mountain or something. This thing was in Shaggy and Scooby's bed.
Not even just in the house. This thing was in our robes, in our beds.
Room. This is a problem.
This was worst case scenario.
Literally, could not get worse. So they storm right on up to the Morgansons' room, and Freddie is like banging on the door, like, "Get up, wake up! Hey, you have some answers. We need some answers from you.
I paid $50 for this weekend.
I want half off, or else you're getting a bad Yelp review. Or I guess not Yelp.
They're
who
like,
you
what's
do
Yelp?
For
a bad newspaper review.
Yeah. So the Morgansons, they open the door and they do look pretty ashamed with themselves because they're like, yeah, we did lie to you kids. And they now kind of see how dangerous of a situation they just put the kids in, basically, by lying to them and like not being upfront about things. And they do like genuinely feel bad about it. But they tell the kids that the reason they lied was because they were afraid the kids would leave if they knew about the monster. Which, like,
well, we're gonna leave now.
True. Yeah, kind of. Like, yeah.
If they were not Mystery Inc. who loves a mystery, these kids would be out of here.
Right. And it's so funny that you say that because that was my thought. Like, yeah, they would absolutely leave. And then I thought, well, no, they're Mystery Inc. So, like, if you told them from the jump that you had a monster, then they would just, like, immediately start an investigation. Right. And that's kind of like, that is half and half of what's going on here. Because as soon as they say this, Shaggy's like, yeah, you're right. We're leaving. Bye. And him and Scooby go and, like, start packing their shit. Yeah. But the Morgansons continue on and tell the rest of them that they haven't actually had any customers at the lodge since the monster first showed up a few months ago. Coincidentally, around the same exact time that the Morgansons' brand new snowmaking equipment disappeared.
Coincidence?
I think not. Now, Shaggy, like I said, and Scooby, they're already busy packing their bags. They're ready to get the heck out of here. But Vilma and Fred and Daphne, they're still talking to the Morgansons. They're taking notes on the story that the Morgansons are telling them. They're kind of gathering evidence, like walking around the lodge
Shaggy
a little bit.
hates to see a notebook come out.
Hates to see it. You know what he hates even more? At least in this iteration of Scooby-Doo? To hear Vilma say Jinkies. It is like the code word. Every time she says it, we get a special broadcast from some fourth wall breaking newscaster who tells us like Vilma has just found a clue. Shaggy is like, damn it. That means we're taking this mystery, aren't we?
Locked in.
So they immediately accept the case of the ice demon haunting Snowy Mountain Lodge.
Okay.
Now, the next morning, they decide to really start their investigation. Obviously, it's too late after being haunted the night before. But they only do this after getting a nice hearty breakfast made fresh by the Morgansons. Just have to add it in there because as dessert. Yeah, for real, they should be staying there for free and feeding them anything and everything they want for this.
Otherwise, this is child endangerment.
You will be hearing from Daphne's parents' lawyers. Okay. But the Morgansons, they eventually send the kids off with their nice big breakfast and they wave them goodbye from their warm patio. But before the kids can leave or get too far away, we see a park ranger's van pull down the driveway and ride on up to the Morgansons' lodge. And out comes a park ranger by the name of Mr. Forrester. And he's just got the standard,
Hold
Mr.
on,
Forrester.
we
I was
need a
going to
moment.
try to skim by that and just like keep it moving, but
Sorry,
you
you
wouldn't let
can't.
me.
I won't watch you. Okay, we have nothing to say about it. I just needed to laugh at it. Go on.
They do that a lot in this show. Like every episode has a very, very ridiculously named character like that. Like, oh, your name has dictated what your career will be
Yeah, I mean
forever.
that's what they used to do, I guess.
Basically,
So you
yeah,
got
that's
last
true.
names.
That's true. But yeah, this guy, he's just wearing typical forest or park ranger outfit. He actually looks a lot like the park ranger from the Yogi Bear show, whose name I'm blanking on, Ranger, whatever. But he's got the
Forest
green jacket on. He's got like a black
mustache.
mustache,
Uh-huh.
etc. So he gives this group a big hello, like, "Good morning, everybody. How you doing?" And before they can even respond, he immediately jumps in and asks the Morgansons if they've changed their mind about selling their property yet. Because after all, it would sure make a nice park.
Oh, not selling their
So,
property for them all?
no, not for them all. So this is a good old-fashioned bidding war. Some people want it for a mall. The Morgansons want it for their own land. The park ranger is like, oh,
Interesting.
hey, but what if you just like donated it to the government and then we turned it into a park? Which also, there's a Parks
Interesting.
and Rec episode just like this. Come to
Oh,
think
I'm
about it.
sure. I'm
There
sure.
was for sure. Yeah. Anyways, yes, so we have
Interesting.
competing
Okay.
forces
The
coming out
plot
of, doesn't it
thickens.
though?
Interesting.
And so, since Mr. Forrester is a lot nicer than Mr. Peterson, like both just, he's a park ranger, he's a public servant, and
Yeah.
he is just approaching them much more nicely than Mr.
Hmm.
Peterson did. Mrs. Morganson, like she tries to like let him down easier than they did Mr. Peterson, and she kindly reminds him that they don't plan on selling their land. They want to keep it as a lodge. Thanks for asking and checking in again, but no, we're gonna just keep doing what we're doing. And Mr. Forrester asks them if it's really because they believe the old legend of the town that there's gold out there in the mines on their
They're going
property.
out there in them
Gold in
hills.
them mines. You don't believe them
Okay.
old town folk, do ya? And no, the Morgansons don't. They say, no, no, that's not it. But Shaggy, he hears gold and he zooms back over to them like, did you just say gold? Gold
Yeah,
in those
what mine?
mines? What mine? Tell us where. We will go explore it on our skiing and on our
Uh-huh.
hiking. And Mr. Forrester says, no, no, there's not any gold there anymore. Maybe there was one day or one day in the past, but
Uh-huh.
recently we've done dozens of studies down there and it's clear that those mines are empty now. And then he happens to whip out a whole stack of these studies that they've conducted and he hands them to Velma,
Okay.
the kid with the glasses. You look like you,
Right as I push
right.
my glasses up.
And as you're over here talking about NEPA and whatnot, Grace's Velma.
We knew this. We knew
Yes, this is
this.
old news. But yeah, so he just like shoves all these studies to Velma, who's like flipping through them and everything.
She's making notes. She's shaking her head, flipping the page.
Scrutinizing the data. Yeah.
I'm just
None of these are peer reviewed. Are
skiing
you
at
kidding
herself.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, there's
But
definitely gold there still.
low key, this is what she does. It doesn't actually take her long though, because the very first document that Velma grabs from this stack of reports
Uh-huh.
happens to contain a map of the property. But when she looks at the map a little bit closer, she sees that a portion of that map, which covers a large part of where the mines are depicted on that map,
Uh-huh.
has conveniently been ripped off or like separated from the rest of the map. Weird. And
Damn, this
so
is before digitization where you couldn't do that shit.
right now, I just go to Internet Archive and like check
Yeah,
like
I find
map
that.
of XYZ County
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
1988. Like,
before you just rip a little piece of paper, that's gone.
oh, it's gone. This doesn't
Did
exist
that shit.
anymore. That's that.
Yeah, sorry. So interesting. This plot continues to
Mhm.
thicken.
The gang asks Mr. Forrester about this, saying, what happened to this missing part of the map? And he just brushes it off like, nah, I don't know. I guess it's been missing for a while now. These maps are really old. Who knows what happened to it? And so he packs up all of his studies and everything and heads back up towards his van and tells the Morgansons to give him a call if they change their mind and reconsider selling their land to the Park Service.
Okay.
As he's driving away in his van, the gang then decides that they've got to begin their investigation in these old mines, which also is hilarious. Like they were gonna leave before Mr. Forrester got there. So like, why, where would they have started their
They were just going
investigation if they
skiing.
missed him? They're like, well, I guess we'll just start looking around the
I
woods.
guess we'll just ski until the ice demon chases us, but like we did
Yeah,
come here to ski.
this is true. So
We
like, we'll
did
start
bring
with the
all of our
skiing,
gear.
and then if the investigation comes naturally
Comes to
from
us.
skiing, then
Yeah.
we'll keep going with it. But
I know
until
it's an ice
then,
demon. It like he must be out in the ice.
yeah,
We'll go ski
probably.
around ice.
Exactly. So Um, he's driving the van away, like I said, and the kids are like, all right, so we'll follow out, or not follow out, but we'll go out to the mines. We'll follow this map or that he showed us and go out there.
Hmm.
And the Morgansons, I'm sure, are trying to keep them from going down there because it's probably super dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, like abandoned mines
Yeah.
that where an old map of them has been like
Is
ripped off. So it means
gone.
that like no one has been down there for a long
Yeah.
time, probably. Like, I don't think you guys should go down there. You
Yeah.
guys want to have parents here.
Yeah. Do you even
So
have
silly.
parents? Like, who do
In
we even
fact, we
call?
ran your credit card information and it kind of came back negative. So we were
Yeah.
wondering, do you even have parents who's
Do you
paying
have
for this
families?
trip?
Yeah.
We just
Do they
accepted
know
you
where
because
you
we need
are?
guests.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, no, but the best that the Morgansons can do, because we know the kids probably took no for an answer, or would not take no
Won't
for an
take. Yeah.
answer. Yes, they were like, no, like we're gonna go investigate this mine no matter what you tell us. So the most that the Morgansons could do was pack them nice warm lunches to keep them fueled throughout their hike up
Okay.
to this mine and then their descent down into the
Descent.
mines.
Uh-oh.
Descent, keyword, things are about to get
Oh.
bad.
Anytime you're descending, watch out.
Watch out.
Watch out for a golem.
Yes. So unfortunately for the kids, like we said, gonna get bad. The ice demon is lurking nearby. And just as he sees these kids approaching the mines, he uses
Mhm.
his powers, which I feel like this might be the first time we see them. Maybe I think he might have used them during the chase too, but I didn't explain them. But basically,
Uh-huh.
he's able to shoot beams of like ice and snow out of his hands,
Cool.
which pretty cool. Like good costume design for whoever's under there, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But what he does when he sees the kids lurking around the mines is he uses these powers to shoot at the top of a nearby, like, snow-capped mountain,
Oh.
causing an avalanche.
Wow. Those kids are gonna be buried in those mines.
No one's gonna know.
No one's gonna know they're there.
No one will know.
The
The
Morgansons
Morgansons'
or whatever
property
their
is
name
gonna
is,
get bought or whatever, and then, like, they're gonna have to leave,
they're
and
gonna
they're
sell
gonna...
after these kids don't come back. They're like, okay, the kids didn't come back. Good thing they don't have families we can call. Let's just go ahead and sell and wipe our hands clean. Only two people saw they were up here.
And
Peterson
we'll
and
just tell them that they
Forrester.
went back. And you know
Yeah,
what?
they went back home.
I bet that if we just gave Peterson a really nice discount on the land, he wouldn't say a single thing that he
He,
saw.
he's seen a lot of bodies before. He keeps quiet. He's a
Exactly.
developer. He's seen shit.
He's seen plenty of things.
Let's just start packing up these candelabras.
Right now, let's get our little pet spider, get him in his carrying case.
And just get out of here.
But thankfully, the kids are able to sled down the mountain pretty quickly, almost quickly enough to avoid most of the danger of this avalanche.
Hey.
But there are definitely still some bruises and maybe some like hairline fractures or something going on in here
They should
because,
go to urgent care.
yeah, somebody's
At
hurt
least.
for sure. Like they escape most of it, but they
Just
do
some
some tumbling still. Yes.
A perfect
So,
word.
yes. And their tumble down this mountain places them, even more luckily, right at the entrance of the old mine, where their investigation
Okay.
truly begins. The kids, though, they're totally unprepared for this moment. They were not expecting to take a case on this ski trip, let alone in some deep, dark mine in a mountain, because as soon as they walk into this mine, they realize that these things are really, really dark. It's actually really dark in here, and
Yeah, it's an abandoned mine.
they don't have a flashlight. Exactly.
Should have brought a candelabra from home.
You imagine
Never
them
leave,
just walking
never
through a
leave
mine
home without a
with your
candelabra.
candelabra.
Right, one gust of wind comes in and just
You're
poof,
done.
it's out.
Yeah. So thankfully, Daphne is prepared because she has just gotten a manicure and has some very powerful glow in the dark nail polish on.
You go, girl.
course, you go, girl. So she just takes off that glove and she's holding her hand through this through this mine, leading the way and everything. And it works. It lights up the entire way for the group. And as we have both assessed before even seeing the inside of this mine, just knowing about this mine's existence, the kids quickly realize that, yeah, this place has been abandoned for years. Like, no one's been. Wow. It's
What
okay,
a
the kids are learning in
surprise.
the moment.
Yeah, they're learning as
They're
they go.
young. But after a little more searching, the gang comes upon an interesting secret door. I think Scooby accidentally opens it while he's like running away from something that he thinks he sees. And so they walk through this secret door and they find a room that seems to have been recently occupied. It's kind of like a hidden little secret chamber in this mine.
Not so abandoned.
No. So yeah, perhaps this isn't super abandoned because yeah, it feels like someone was recently in here. Like it's not as cold and like damp outside of this as it is outside of this room. They see like a table with some objects on it sitting out. And one of those objects happens to be the missing piece of the map that Mr. Forrester had.
Oh.
It's sitting out there, like someone has been investigating or studying this map.
Okay.
And even more interestingly, Scooby, he's sniffing around this little room and he finds an ice demon mask and costume tucked away in one of the corners.
Okay.
So Shaggy sees this and asks if it means that the ice demon isn't real, to which Daphne responds, "Get serious, Shaggy. There are no such things as monsters. Like, we know this. Come on.
Get it together."
But just as he says this, we see the ice demon storm into this room in the mine.
Just get out of my house.
Yeah. You are intruding.
Yeah.
And he's growling at these kids, you know, holding his hands up and everything, waving them, threatening to shoot them with ice, which obviously scares the kids and causes them to run away.
That's right.
The ice demon, though, he chases after them and they're running through these mines, again, to an incredible song, obviously. The music in the show just slaps. It's so good.
Every time.
But our always cunning, clever, and witty Mystery Inc. is able to escape the ice demon in this chase, and they get out of the mine safely. But right when they get out of the mine, they're like shaking off and everything, checking in on everyone. They see Mr. Peterson stumbling towards them from behind the trees, carrying all sorts of surveying equipment and trying to wipe snow off of his pants and away from his clean, polished white boots. And they ask him, like, "Hey, what are you doing out here? And like, what's all this stuff that you're carrying? Surveying? You need a map for that, huh? Might I ask what you're doing by these mines, Mr. Peterson, huh?" And Mr. Peterson, he fesses up. At first, he's like, "Oh, I was just going for a hike, you know."
Those
And
boots?
they're like, "In those white boots? Really?" "Sure." "In that full suit?" "Sure." But he does admit to them that he was out there working, which is very scandalous because this land is not his. So the kids are even more upset with him. Like, "Excuse me, sir, this is the Morgansons' land. What do you mean working?"
Yeah, you're trespassing right
And
now.
he says, yeah, literally. So he says, despite the land not being his yet, it will be soon. And he very inappropriately, in my opinion, tells the kids that the Morgansons are in debt and the bank is foreclosing on their land any day now. Like, dude, asshole, let them tell us that.
Also, why do you know that information, sir?
Also, true, he owns the bank, or his best friend. He went golfing with the bank owner yesterday.
Yeah, and mentioned it. He was like, "These people won't sell," and he was like, "Wow."
His wife is the bank owner's niece or something.
Yeah.
Like, we know how this works, Grace.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He knows.
So Peterson then tells the kids that by this time tomorrow, he guesses that the ski lodge will be his. Like, he's going to swoop in. Like, the foreclosure is that soon. It's going to happen any day now. And he's going to swoop in and buy this land. So he storms off to get back to his illegal trespassing and surveying of the land. Yeah. The gang then goes back to the lodge to assess the evidence, like talk over what all they found in the mine and whatever the hell is going on with Mr. Peterson. And Vilma, with the assistance of her portable computer, which she's always whipping out in like every episode, she not only comes to a conclusive determination of who's behind the mask of the ice demon, but she also is able to concoct the perfect plan to draw this monster out and capture it.
Okay.
So they decide to all go back to the mine. And while they're standing outside of the entrance, they're like holding a sack, and they loudly exclaim that they have just found vast amounts of the biggest diamonds they've ever seen.
Oh, these are
right inside of
these
this
are exotic
mine.
mines. Wow.
Exotic, yes, and
Gold,
Snowy Mountain.
diamonds.
And its Snowy Mountain mines are full of diamonds.
Wow.
And like a dog being studied by Pavlov, the ice demon, he's lurking behind them. He's drooling. He's salivating over the prospect of these so-called diamonds. And so he jumps from behind some trees and rocks and chases after the kids and what he thinks is their sack of jewels. Scooby, he grabs the sack, I think from like Fred or something, and he runs deeper into the mine, leading the ice demon on a goose chase and right into a trap.
Okay.
The gang, they've placed a bunch of heating lamps in this mine.
Oh,
so they've got,
lamps.
which also sounds like it could be dangerous. Again, I don't know, but like I wouldn't want to start melting things. Oh,
yeah.
They're solar powered. Yeah.
I'm worried. They're in a mine.
And they turn all of these heating lamps on as the ice demon is making his way after Scooby. And the heat in the mine then starts to melt his costume and the ice demon himself.
That's clever.
So the ice demon, he realizes that he's starting to melt, and he quickly turns away and runs to safety and to hide so that he's not revealed. Yes.
Yeah, that kind of backfired. He ran away still.
We're getting close to the end here. They're about to get him.
Okay. They thought about this as an option.
Exactly. They did. Because, yes, he's melting, but what does that mean? It means that he's leaving a trail. Nice little trail that they can follow. And Grace, the trail indeed leads them directly to today's crook. You want to guess who it is before we give the big reveal and the
I've been
MO?
trying to figure it out this whole time. Here's the thing. Obviously, I was going to say Mr. Peterson, a capitalist, trying to build that mall.
Never trust them.
Obviously, I was going to vote for him. But him being there moments after, still suspicious on the timing side of things.
Quick.
But I feel like that he's a red herring, if you will, as this show famously blames the other child named
which
Red
I skip over. But like, yes, that is obviously suspect number one is the red herring.
Red herring.
Yeah.
I'm worried that it's Mr. Forrester because I don't want them to be giving national parks a bad name in this show. I don't want them to be slandering him. Yeah. So because I don't want our park service to be slandered, instead I'm going to say that it's one of the Morgansons and they were trying to actually spook out the developers from wanting the land by saying that it's cursed. Hashtag protect our parks.
Protect our parks.
Yes.
And our park services. Yes. Yeah. Because maybe the Morgansons actually do believe that there's gold. They're just redirecting and saying, no, there's not gold down there.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah.
And being like, you can't develop this land. It's haunted. It's cursed. There's a demon here.
Exactly.
Wow. We try and get this gold to pay off our debt. Yeah. So I'm going to say them.
Mrs. Morganson is very tall and she's lanky as well, like I kind of said before too. So I feel like they deliberately made her, it's like, that's interesting. And before, I guess, because we're getting to the end of this anyway, so I feel like now's a good time to have a quick little A Pup Named Scooby-Doo tangent. But
yes, right when you're about to tell me who actually did it.
Yeah, it's on the edge of your seat. I'll just say.
Okay, go ahead.
Stay on the edge of your seat. But I'll just say that this show always did a good job, I think, of like actually, it did better than the original series of actually making you wonder, like, wait, who is it? Like, it gives you multiple suspects who all have good motives for committing a crime.
Yeah.
And of course, most importantly of all is always Red Herring, who, for those who heard us say that, like, wait, what does that mean? If you've never watched this show, young Freddie Jones is obsessed with always putting every single crime on like their classroom bully, this kid named Red Herring, literally Red Herring.
Literally his name.
So he always just accuses him of whatever investigation they're trying to solve. He always accuses Red Herring.
first,
being the culprit. Red herring will always call in these most ridiculous ways. Like, hey, Freddie, it's not me. I'm like on vacation in Hawaii with my grandmother right now. And Fred's like, well, damn, who could it be then?
Yeah, who? I don't know. Who is it?
I have no idea. So very funny little recurring theme and gag that happens in the show. But no, it is not red herring. Indeed, Grace, you've guessed. And the gang, they do follow the trail of the ice demon straight to the ranger station.
No! In this economy?
In this economy.
In this political climate, we're going to drag the Park Service? They need our help.
I'm sorry. It was different time in the 80s. It was a different time. This is a rogue agent, Grace. He can't let one bad apple spoil the whole bunch, even though that's actually literally what the phrase says, is that one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch. But in this case, no, you can't. You can't let it. So yes, inside of this ranger station, they find Mr. Forrester. Now, hold on though. He looks scared and flustered. He's like, he tells the kids, like, no, quick, he went that way. There's an open window behind him, and he's pointing behind him, saying, no, the demon went that way. You got to quickly follow him. Go get him, kids. Go save me, kids. I'm the scared park ranger.
Now, they have a weapon on me, probably some park ranger.
Oh, no, help. Okay. But the kids, they look at Mr. Forrester, and all they have to do is look down at his feet and see that he still fucking has on half of the damn costume. Grace.
He thought he had more time.
Exactly. He took off the mask and the torso, and like he's hiding behind a desk, kind of, I guess. And so he's like, yeah, the kids won't think to walk behind this desk and check my legs.
Out the window I pointed to.
Yes. They'll just blindly do what I say. I'm pointing out a window. He underestimates these kids. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so he's got like ice covered feet and legs still, and there's clumps of ice scattered on the floor around him. Clearly, he's like still getting out of his costume. So his little bit does not work. And the kids, they realize that, yeah, you're our ice demon, dude. Time to give up the game. Time to give it up. Forrester, though, in a last ditch effort, he tries to run. But Scooby, he reaches for the arms and hands of the costume that's laying on the floor there. And he points them towards Forrester and shoots him with beams of ice, freezing him in place before he can continue his escape. At this point, the gang, yeah, I know. I'm sorry it was him. And I agreed actually with everything that you said. Like, come on, don't make the park ranger the bad guy. I was kind of mad too, but I was like, well, it's a good redirect. Like
they got us good.
Yeah. So the gang calls on the Morgansons and the police quickly arrive to arrest Mr. Forrester, and the gang can explain the entire plot to everyone. So first, Freddie chimes in and says that obviously Mr. Forrester was working with the snow demons from Neptune. Duh.
Freddie.
Another running gag in this show is that Freddie is a huge conspiracy theorist.
Yes.
Like he's always reading UFO magazines.
Let the girls handle this. Okay.
It's like, let Velma. Good try. That's cute, Freddie. It's not red herring and it's not snow demons from Neptune, but that's cute. Sit down with your comic book over there.
One day you'll own a van and you'll finally pull your weight.
Exactly. Until then, just sit over there. And then Velma steps up and actually explains what's going on here. She runs through the clues and says that the first clue was the missing ice machine, or like snowmaker.
Yes.
That the Morgansons were complaining about. She says that the ranger used this machine to make the ice demon shoot ice. The second clue was that the ranger had the torn map, and that the missing page from that map was found in the secret room inside of the mine. That missing part of the map, after they looked at it closer, they saw that it revealed that the mine was actually much deeper than anyone ever thought. So, I mean, aside from just what that missing part of the map showed, it's like the ranger has the map. If you find the missing part of the map somewhere else, you have to assume that the ranger has something to do with this.
Yes,
it's like,
got
listen,
there somehow.
You can play it off as like, oh, I don't know. It's been so long. I don't know. Right. But like, you guys have the official map. So yeah. You at least let it get away. So you have to at least know something about who has it.
At some
if not,
point,
be
it was
the ones
gone.
with it. Exactly.
Yeah.
So after doing some research on her computer, after they found this missing part of the map, Velma learned that the geological conditions of the mine are perfect for creating diamonds, much to the shock and awe of the Morgansons. So the diamonds actually are real. They weren't actually in that bag, but there are diamonds in this mine.
Daphne again, writing a check.
Daphne's like, Freddie, you chose the perfect ski lodge for us.
Let me pay off your debt, Morgansons, real
Freddie.
quick. Yeah. Actually, we can just lease the land, whatever it takes. It's now the Blake mines. The Blake Diamond Mines, thank you.
The Blake Diamonds. Mines. Yeah. Now, this reveal is shocking to the Morgansons. They're like, we have diamonds in that mine? Like, we thought it was gold, and even that we thought was like a folklore, like fable.
Yeah.
Diamonds, though? And so the ranger, who's now being walked out of there by the police, he turns around and tells the gang, like, yeah, lots of diamonds. And they would have all been mine if it weren't for you pesky kids and your puppy, too. So at this point, the Morgansons thank the kids for discovering a way for them to pay off the bank and save their property. Because it's like, nobody's buying this land from them now. They have all, they have all the money in the world.
Rich,
exactly. But just as they made this discovery, in comes Peterson, of course. So yes, he wasn't our villain, our main villain, but he is still a villain.
Our ice demon villain.
Exactly.
He's a different villain.
He wasn't our monster, our fictional monster. He's our real world monster. To remind you. Yes. So he asks the Morgansons one last time if they're going to sell him their land. Because he knows, too, now that there's diamonds on it. So he's like, yeah, guys, one last chance, which is a long shot, buddy. Like, no. And they obviously say no. And Peterson, like I said before, he's not well adjusted to losing. So he stomps out of there like a toddler and tells them, like, yeah, well, it hardly even snows up here anyway. So good luck with your ski lodge and
they're like
skiers.
We're closing that down. We're open. We're mining these lands, sir.
No, we're opening a diamond mine.
We're taking bids now for mining companies. Fuck this land.
We're bringing in children to get these diamonds.
Kids, you want to stay? I got some jobs for you.
Oh gosh. But just as he says this, Velma, she looks at her computer again, does some calculations, and informs the gang and the Morgansons that they're actually due for a really big snowstorm very soon. And by very soon, she means like right now. Because we see Peterson walking out of their house into the car. And as he, like, before he can even get to his car, we see all of these snowflakes start to fall, first gently, then more rapidly. And then they start growing in size and strength until they eventually cover him and, like, everything around him.
Amazing.
The end.
Oh my God. Wow. That one. This one just reminded me of how much I love Pup Named Scooby-Doo. Because, like, there were red herrings, not just the kid red herring. Yeah, literal there were multiple suspects. It had reasoning that actually kind of made sense. Like you get good motives, you know? Yeah, everyone had a motive.
Yeah. There's always layers. I think there's always at least 3 suspects, like in every episode, if you count red herring too, which not fair. If you don't count him, if you don't count him, there's probably actually 3 still. And if you do count him, there's usually like 4 maybe. Yeah, it's interesting. It's fun. It's like they actually wanted to challenge kids watching it. Like, hey, try to actually like put clues together. And that is another thing. They like run through the clues at the end and everything and like show you the points that like, no, this is where you should have been alarmed about something.
This is where we threw you off.
It's so cute. And
wow, great work. That was so fun.
Thank you. It's a great show. I'm trying to remember. It used to be on Tubi, but I feel like they took it off. So I just had to like find this one online. I'll send you the link to it so you can watch it for this. It's promise it didn't give my computer STDs of any sort at all. So
good. Wow. So fun. Good. I'm so excited to go watch this one. I'm so thrilled.
Thank you. So that's our second winter episode full of ice and snow and our favorite cartoon characters as little kids. Until next week when Grace gives us her last episode of the year. Isn't that crazy? Which I guess now we should say as the programming note that like we usually take a break from recording in December because of the holidays and everything. And like we're just very busy, which then means that we don't put out any episodes in January. We kind of take that month off as well as like our hangover from the holidays, recovery, getting things geared back up and whatnot for the year. So our episodes start back up in February, I guess like a new season, technically-ish. Not literally in terms of number, but I guess every season of Saturday Morning Mystery starts in February of every year.
February.
So there'll be a few weeks off, or I guess 4 weeks off throughout the month of January. And then we'll be back with new episodes in February, which is why we say it's Grace's last episode of the year next week. And then my episode after that will be our total last episode of the year until February of 2026.
Crazy.
So, crazy to think about another year down. So until then, as we wind down on the year, Grace, who should they tell about this podcast?
Let's see.
You gotta make it big since you only got two more recommendations.
I got a couple recommendations last year. This one
who we missed this year.
I think you should tell a minor. An M-I-N-E-R, not M-I-N-O-R.
Okay. Yeah, good.
Diamond
necessary
minor,
clarification.
Minor, yes, M-I-N-E-R. You know, I mean, look, they probably shouldn't be listening to things down there. They got to be listening for, you know, like emergencies and stuff. But like, pop one headphone in. You know? You'll hear that canary.
Keep one ear free.
Singing on the other open ear, right?
Oh, no.
You know, if it's collapsing.
Yeah.
Pop one in. It'll be fine.
If it has like lung issues, if it's covered in soot when it comes back out of the mine, whatever. Yeah, you'll see the canary.
We'll leave one ear free, one ear listen to Saturday Morning Mysteries. And after that, who else should our listeners and viewers tell about the show?
After that, you should tell a corporatist who probably wouldn't totally love this podcast, but like, I don't know. We dropped them. Yeah,
but you know what? Maybe it'll change their mind. Maybe it'll make them reflect on their life. And their values and their priorities.
Yeah, they'll think about it. See how they've been depicted by cartoons throughout the years.
Completely accurately every time.
Every single time. No notes, no missed details at all. Yeah. And who knows? Maybe the corporatist will be employing the minor that you tell from Grace's recommendation. And it'll all come together. One happy family ecosystem. Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful. It's really giving in this holiday spirit, Scrooge and I can't remember his name. Crackit.
Yeah, Bob Cratchit. Yeah.
Cratchit. Yeah, it was really giving Scrooge Cratchit vibes. We love that for us.
Okay, that's who we'll recommend next week, perhaps. But
we'll see.
Until then,
bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Saturday Morning Mysteries.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share, rate, review, leave us a like, and drop a comment. We post episodes every Saturday and bonus tune tangents whenever we feel like it. So please subscribe so you don't miss the shenanigans.
And if you want to follow us on YouTube, click the bell under the YouTube subscribe button to receive notifications when new videos are posted.
And if you want to subscribe to the podcast, we have no idea what you're listening to us on, so just hit the big subscribe button on whatever app you're using. We believe in you.
Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at SatmornMist, all the abreves, and let us know if you have any episode or show requests by emailing SaturdayMorningMysteries@gmail.com.
Thanks to Jenna Kendall for the logo design and to Ava Sakiki for the music used during this week's episode.
See y'all groovy kids next week on Saturday Morning Mysteries.